finish that thing.
Everybody, how are y'all doing tonight? Here's a shot of root beer to all of y'all that are here. You know that's what I drink. Tonight I'm drinking Dad's root beer. Let me know what you're drinking. We've already got Tom in the green room on the side here. We're going to bring him in just a second. We got a lot to talk about the Battleship Texas tonight. Tom, Addy, I already told you hello in the chat. FX man, how do you say that? I know who you are anyway. I'm going to say FX man. Drinking sweet tea, man. That's another good southern one. Let me go ahead and get Tom in here. Don't know if Kylie or Garnett are making it in tonight. I haven't heard from either one of them. Hopefully they're both okay. We actually haven't heard from Kylie in a number of days now. Oh, Tom. What happened? Tom got cut out. There he is. There you are. I thought I cut you out somehow.
That was me.
Oh, okay. All right. So all you guys that are in with this right now in the chat, at least you got the best two good-looking ones here.
Hello, everyone.
What you drinking? You're drinking unsweet tea, right, Tom?
Today it's peach mango.
Peach mango, man. I love that one. You don't even need to sweeten that one. That's pretty sweet as it is.
Exactly.
Everybody let us know where you are and what you're drinking, because I just have a thing about knowing that kind of stuff. We got Northside Hawk here. Northside Hawk has a drone YouTube channel. What are you drinking, Northside? We got Art from Art Code Drone Solutions. Keith is a troublemaker. What did I do? Wait a minute. I think I know what you're talking about. Saturday at work, I was watching Art's live stream, and there was a guy on there named Ron. He may have been on there before. I don't know. That was the first time I've seen him on there. But anyway, in the background, he had a couple of deer heads mounted on the wall, and there was a rifle mounted on the wall, which I thought was a Winchester 30-30. I asked him if it was. He said, no, it was a 22. Then he asked Art if he could show the 22 on his live stream, which he did. And about 15 seconds later, YouTube cut the live stream. And I was wondering if that was the issue. Is that why they cut the live stream off, Art? What happened?
Tom Scott was probably at the switch.
Yeah. Greetings from a towboat pushed in the bank outside of Freeport, Texas.
We need to talk with him. We need an insider.
Living second childhood is drinking black coffee. That's the way my dad used to drink it. I don't drink it at all. I love the smell of coffee, don't like the taste of it. But yeah, my dad drank it black also. Later in age, had to reduce to half a cup, doctor's orders. San Francisco Bay, AC Fix-It Man. That's got to be what that means. You think that's what that says, Tom? AC Fix-It Man?
I haven't got that one yet.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Art said, yep, that's why they cut him. Did they send you any kind of notice or anything, Art? Or did they just cut you and call it good? Did they give you a strike or anything? I can't believe they did that. I mean, there's umpteen channels not only showing firearms, but shooting them. And he was simply showing it to us. A 22 at that. Wasn't it even a 50 cal like a lot of these channels have? Did they give you any kind of reasoning at all, Art? As a matter of fact, after that, I suspected that's what happened. So I went through reading their community guidelines, and I didn't really see anything that applied to that situation.
Who was the towboat operator? We need to discuss things with him tonight. We need an insider.
That's living second childhood. He's in Freeport right now. Living second childhood. Have you had anything to do, or are you going to have anything to do with the moving of the battleship at all when it left San Jacinto, or when it's going in the water, whenever that is here soon? James Cooper, Share One, Huntington, West Virginia. Thanks for coming around, James. Appreciate that. So I wish
We got
Kylie was
Colorado, we got West Virginia tonight.
Yeah.
We're nationwide this week.
Yep.
San Francisco Bay Area.
No strike. Well, that's good, Art. At least there's no strike involved. But still, I know you and probably 99% of other people think that they even cut it off, or think it's ridiculous that they even cut it off for what it was. When, like I said, when you got channels out there shooting tannerite, blowing up refrigerators, blowing up lawnmowers, shooting everything. And Ron did not even shoot that gun. He just simply showed it.
Oh, he can't live stream this week.
Oh, can't live stream this week. That's ridiculous.
He's in timeout.
Yeah. Kind of like us with the Battleship Texas Foundation.
Oh, yeah. But he's got an opportunity to get out. We don't.
Yeah. So let me talk about this again real quick, because I was hoping Kylie would be here to talk about it. I promised her I'd talk about this every day, or not every day, but every live stream until it happened. Hey, Chris from Tennessee. What's going on, man? You got cold weather there still? But anyway, they are having a work week at the Galveston Naval Museum in Galveston, Texas, obviously. They're going to be working on the USS Stewart and the USS Kavala submarine. It's going to last 7 days from the April 10th to the 17th. You can come down, work 1 day. You can come down, work all 7 days if you want to. You can come down, work 2 days. You can come down, work 2 hours. Anything you'll work, they'll take. Also, if you spend the night, you can spend the night on the USS Stewart in a bunk. They will feed everybody that comes and works 3 square meals a day. And I'm sure those are probably going to be pretty decent meals. This is the park itself, the USS Stewart on the left, USS Kavala submarine on the right. Let's see what this is in chat here. I'm going to Jeff Dunham show. Oh, Art, Jeff Dunham, man, I'm jealous, dude. The USS Kavala, if you don't know, is the only submarine in American history to single-handedly sink a Japanese aircraft carrier that was involved in the attack on Pearl Harbor. She fired 6 torpedoes at her, and best as is known, put 3 into her, and she is now a fish reef at the bottom of the ocean somewhere. This is another shot of the park. It's a nice park, good place to go fishing. USS Kavala, USS Stewart. That's the main subject that they're going to be working on, I believe. I'm going to be there on the 16th if y'all want to come down that day. This is some work that Kylie did last year with the gentleman standing behind her. Don't know who that is. And this is what they did most of that time was clean rust spots and put a primer on it, getting them prepared for painting. This is a artifact that they actually found on the ship. Kylie herself found it on the ship last year. It's a pay receipt, obviously. It's not filled out, which is a shame. It would be pretty awesome if it had a sailor's name on it, but it's still a pretty cool find. This is where you're going to be sleeping and eating. And according to Kylie, that is the cook back there in the background. These are the same bunks and same eating area that the original crew would have been using. Doesn't look real comfortable, but hey, it's a Navy vessel. So if anybody's going down there, I will be there on the 16th. I would like to go down there and spend a couple of days and sleep on board the ship. I just don't have the time to do that. What do we got? Okay, Jeff Dunham, already got that. Not much. Got home from work. Tennessee's in the 70s. Well, that's about where we're at right now. So there's been some conversation about when the Texas is going back into the water. And Tom and I and Garnet and, well, Kylie hasn't been in the conversation because she's been AWOL for a while, but Tom and I and Garnet think we have nailed the day. But we thought we did last month too. We thought last month it was going back in on the 21st, which it did not. And the reason we thought that is because Carnival Cruise Lines had rearranged some of their leaving times by about 4 hours. So we kind of thought that would have been the day, but that was also around the time that the foundation that did the leak test, found some leaks, and had to keep her in dry dock longer than I think they expected to repair those leaks. The date that we're looking at as being the best possibility now is the 12th of this month, next Tuesday. And the reason we're thinking that is that will be the 110th anniversary of her naval commission. So we are going to go down there and post up. I'll be at Pier 21 about 9 o'clock in the morning, and we'll remain there pretty much all day except for bathroom breaks and food, possibly, if I decide to eat.
Anyone could join us. Feel free to come down.
Yeah, if you want to come down, just type in Pier 21, Galveston, Texas on your GPS, and it'll take you right there. Chris thinks Kylie's a little camera shy. She might be. It's a little nerve-wracking.
And there's a lot of things to do from Pier 21. It's walking distance. So places you can walk to eat and everything else. So, but we're going to be there all day.
Yep, all day long. Maybe they won't put it in the water then. It may be before, it may be after, but it just seems logical to us that on the 110th anniversary of her being commissioned, not the 110th anniversary of her being built, but when she was actually commissioned and became a U.S. Navy vessel. It just seems logical. And I'm going to be very, very surprised if that's not correct. So I do have here some drawings. Now, I got these from the Battleship Texas Foundation Facebook. These are some drawings of the process that they are going to take to get her back into water. Garnet and I and Tom have talked about the dry dock having silt built up under it, so they cannot lower the dry dock right there in place. So what we figured is they would pull it further out into the ship channel, lower it in the ship channel, float the Texas up off of it, take the Texas wherever it was going, raise the dry dock, and put it back where it came from. So these are drawings, like I say, from the Battleship Texas Foundation website, drinking Modelo and eating a hamburger. Man, I wish I was eating a hamburger. I had meatloaf. What'd you eat tonight, Tom?
I had hamburger helper.
Hamburger helper. That's a good one.
A big salad.
And a big salad, yeah. So let me show you these diagrams and see if I can talk my way through them, because I just have had about 20 minutes to look over these. So we're going to be kind of seeing them here the first time together. All right, I wanted to give credit to the people that put this together. The report that was reporting, which these were attached to a news article. I didn't put the news article in here. I just used the illustrations, which were done by Ken Ellis. There were also photographs, which I did not put in here because you've seen those photographs hundreds of times over already. But they were credited to Brett Comer. Editing of the article was, how do you say that? Yaffa Fedrick. Can you hear me, Tom?
Yeah.
Okay. Development production, Alexandra Kennick, and powered by Hearst Newspapers. If you know what most of that means, then you're further along than I am. Okay, so here's the first diagram. This one shows the Battleship Texas where it currently sits in the floating dry dock. Now here's how they say this plan is going to go, and this is almost exactly what we figured it was going to be like, with the one exception, and I'll point that out when we get there. So they're going to tow, you see the little tiny tugboats pulling the dry dock out into the Houston ship channel. They're going to pull it out there. Right here, you see the dry dock lowering down and the Battleship Texas floating once more for the first time in about 18 months. After that, they are going to tugboat the Battleship Texas over to a different pier. As you can see, during that process, the dry dock will still be underwater, or mostly underwater, not completely. It's not a submarine. Battleship Texas will get to the new pier, and I have had somebody on the Battleship Texas Foundation tell me that it will be at that pier, but on the other side of that pier. So he said the drawing's close, but not exact. It'll be on the other side of that pier. So once they get the Texas well clear of the dry dock, they'll bring the dry dock back up and put it back right exactly where it came from. The Texas will be at that dock for, they didn't say how long, but a number of months while they are doing repairs and painting on the upper decks of the ship. After most of that heavy work is done, they will bring the Texas back out and move her over to Dock A. Right there. Now, this is the part that we did not figure in, that they would move it to a different dock. We thought it would go to one dock and stay there until it was completed. But it's going to Dock A because Dock A is much, much cheaper than Dock F is. And things can be done from Dock A with cranes and things like that.
They'll start tours up again when they get to Dock A.
That's what I'm thinking too. And I'm thinking that's a big reason for going to Dock A, because Dock A looks to be outside the main gate of Gulf Copper. You can't tell 100% from this diagram. Outside the main gate of Gulf Copper. So it would be much easier to access for crowds of people. And they may increase the tours from 30 to 50 possibly with easier access. Less likelihood anybody's going to walk off the end of a dry dock or anything like that. So anyway, that's the plan as it sits right now. And like I say, we are expecting that to happen on the 12th. And also, like I say, we could be completely wrong about that. But we are going to invest our time and go down there on the 12th. Hopefully, we will have guessed correctly. If not, then it will be up in the air. Now, Battleship Texas Foundation said that they are going to give a few days' notice, just like they did when they moved the ship. So we'll be watching for those few days' notice. They may come before the 12th, but if it ends up being on the 12th, just remember your boys here, Tom, me, and Garnet, figured it all out for you. And we didn't do it easily. We do a lot of research. We do a lot of time. We put in a lot of time. And we are on the internet and various battleship Facebook pages multiple times a day. So we watch this stuff as close as we possibly can for you guys. Try to get you accurate information as close as we can. As most of you know, it's kind of difficult to get information from the Battleship Texas Foundation sometimes. Most of the time. Hey, Kiara. Kiara's in the house. Kiara, I owe you a shot of root beer.
And if nothing else on the 12th, you can hang out with us three all day. Have something to tell your grandkids.
Yeah. If she doesn't go back in the water on the 12th, at least you can get some pictures still.
Yeah, and you'll get to see two professionals fly drones. Not me, the other two.
Yeah, that would be me and Garnet. And Kylie might come down. I don't know. Kylie, like I said, has been AWOL for a while. Before she went AWOL, she was pretty sick. Hopefully she's okay. Let's see if this. Oh, look, this is her. Look, check it out. I can't focus it. It says Kylie, though. Let's see what she has to say. Oh, she might be watching.
I think she just said she just got up.
Let's see. I just got home from work. I'll see if I can hop on in a bit. Yes, I hope you can. Hop away. I forgot she has 2 jobs now. She works from home, one of her jobs, but now she's got a job where she's got to leave home, and I forgot that. So maybe that's why she's been AWOL for a while. Kiera, I'm working late tonight, so my husband is probably eating Mexican on his margarita. I've got some errands for the kids after work. Then I'll have fish and veggies. Oh, I'm not a fish guy. I don't like fish. No fish for me. Ronald just got here. How you doing, Ronald? Appreciate you coming by, buddy. When are we going to refloater? I'll tell you what we're talking about. That's kind of like what we're talking about right now, Ronald. Kiera, takes a shot from me. Oh, yes, take a shot from me. Here. Let me get one of my... And I know Kiera happens to have one of these little shot glasses. She's had it for about a year now. And see, you never have to wash them. You just blow them out and they're good to go.
Kiera, where are you located at?
I think she's in California.
Dang.
To you, Kiera. All
right. Invite her.
The Refloat.
That she'd be fun to hang out with all day. She's like fun.
Yeah, she does, doesn't she?
Yeah.
It's a shame she's not close enough to come down there. Guns and Gears, Justin is just arrived in the house. Okay, Ron. The Refloat, they have not announced an exact date yet, but I think we're on top of it. I think we have probably nailed it, but I thought that before and was wrong. But this one has got some good reasoning behind it. We thought she was going to refloat on the 12th of last month because Carnival Cruise Line was rerouting some of their departure times by 4 or 6 hours. So we thought that was so they could refloat to Texas. They ended up not refloating her, and this is my estimation, my guess. I could be completely wrong, but this all happened about the time they did the leak test. And I think because the leak test and they found so many leaks that they had to put off the refloat date. So now, like I say, I could be wrong about that. That's just my guess. But now they're going in March. They have said that. They have not said what day. But we are guessing the 12th, which is a Tuesday. Tom and I and probably Garnet, maybe Kylie, and who knows who else will be at Pier 21 on the 12th. And the reasoning behind the 12th is it will be the 110th anniversary of her getting commissioned in the U.S. Navy. It's not her build date; it's the date she was commissioned into the Navy as a naval vessel. So we are counting on that being the refloat day. Could be 100% off. Could be 100% right. We're taking a gamble on that being it.
Of course, if the foundation's watching, they'll move it to the 13th without telling us. Or they'll do it on the 11th.
Yeah. But I
know they didn't tell anybody about the float test.
No, they didn't. Not at all. And I don't think they can move their date, whatever it is, this close anyway, because I'm sure they've had to get clearance through probably the Port Authority, maybe the Coast Guard, who knows who else. I don't know those processes, but I know a ship that big, you can't just put it in and out whenever you want. People got to know about that. Especially
since it ain't powered.
Exactly, yeah. It's a big, once it's out in deep water where it can float, it's no more than a log raft going down a river.
Exactly.
A big, heavy log raft. Addy, I'm enjoying your live stream. I think I'm getting used to it. Yeah, you need to come on sometime. You told me you wouldn't have nothing to talk about, but you don't have to have nothing to talk about. You can come on and just, I'll put you over here in the corner and you can be there.
She won't do it.
I think she should.
I dare her.
Yeah, let's dare her. I dare you. Addie, I dare you to come on. Give me your email address. I'll send you an invitation next Monday. All you got to do is click on the link in the invitation, and like magic, like that little blue genie out of the bottle, poof, you're here. I dare you. What do they say in California? Double dog dare you? I don't know. Whatever it is, I'm saying it.
You see Kiara's comments. She's around Sacramento area. Kiara, you've got an open invitation. You get down this way, let us know, and we will meet you somewhere.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I think I'm mistaken. I think Kiara is the one that I told her she could come on, and she said that she didn't have anything to say. So I'm sorry, Addie. I don't think it was you. I think it was Kiara. So same thing applies to you, Kiara. Come on, I dare you. Tom, do you dare her?
I dare her.
I dare her big time. Let's see, Guns and Gears. Y'all seeing any of my comments? Yeah, we're seeing them. California is beautiful. Couldn't deal with the government and gun laws. Yeah. Neither can anybody else. That's why all those. Well, I'm not going to say that because I don't want to insult Kiara.
Look at Kiara's last comment.
I cleaned my husband's great uncle's house this weekend. 110th birthday party.
Happy birthday.
What did he say? What did he say? Oh, you should have told him when we were going to be on so he could come on. I'm always looking for old military guys to come on. As a matter of fact, this is another section that I borrowed from the Battleship Texas Foundation. And the reason I borrowed it is because I'm not going to say that either. I'm going to get myself in trouble if I say what I'm thinking half the time, I'm going to get myself in trouble like Art did. So I'm not going to say that. I got a question for you after this, Tom.
Okay.
Let's see. Addie, okay, subscribe to your chat. You mean you didn't do it before now? Are you kidding? Well, welcome aboard, Addie. Stay away from the sides. Keep your arms and legs inside the vehicle at all times.
And you and your friend can come down next Tuesday, too.
Yeah, coming down on Tuesday, Pier 21. Punch it into your GPS. Pier 21, Galveston, Texas. Take you right there. You'll know us by all the drones floating around in the air, probably. Guns and Gears. I didn't know if you could hear me. My phone has been doing weird stuff. Yeah, that's what Apple and all those phone companies do when they want you to buy a new one, man. They start screwing with your old one, making you think something's wrong with it. They don't want you to keep an old one that works. They want you to buy a new one that costs more money. All right, so let me play this. Like I was saying, I have for a while now been looking for older fellas that have served in World War II, or any war. It doesn't really matter, but World War II is what fascinates me. But I'm always looking for these guys to come onto the live stream. Haven't had any luck yet. I've only talked to 2 or 3 people. This will be the third person. But let me play you this little clip, and you may have seen this if you watch Facebook. Battleship Texas Foundation Facebook page.
Never forget all them white crosses in Europe for the fellas that gave their lives to this country.
Now, I know that didn't play long, but that was the clip. That gentleman served aboard. As a matter of fact, from my understanding, and I could be wrong, but from my understanding, as a matter of fact, let's just go ahead and throw that in right now. Anything I say, I could be wrong on, because I gather my information through Tom and Garnet and Kylie and all kinds of sources. I'm never going to say that I'm wrong to start with, because if I know I'm wrong, I'm not going to tell you anything. But I could be wrong about this. But the information that I saw on this gentleman is he is the sole surviving crew member of the USS Texas while it was serving during the D-Day invasion. So if I'm wrong on that, I admittedly say I could be. But that I did read that. Let's see. Guns and Gears. Those men are all heroes. May God have mercy on their souls. I hope they are all resting in peace. Me too. That is, As a matter of fact, that's what fascinates me about World War II. The people, not just Americans and British, but the Germans, the Russians, it's like a whole different world. You know, we have 18-year-olds now cowering in the corner because they don't know if they're boys or girls. And just 80 years ago, we had 18-year-olds storming into the face of machine gun nest, trying to keep us all free and getting wiped out by the thousands. What have we lost? I don't know, but I better get off that. I'm going to get political.
Were you enthused about the World War II? I prefer Korean War and Vietnam because I know people from those two wars.
Yeah.
Talked in length with some of them. I can get more information out of that.
Yeah. If you know any of those guys and they want to come on, tell them. We'll bring them on. Like I said, it doesn't have to be World War II. That just happens to be the one that fascinates me. Gears and Guns makes me cry. Before I die, I want to go see those plots. Yeah, I would love to get over there and see those too. I don't think I ever will, but I would definitely go see them. I think I would probably break down if you see them in pictures and there's hundreds of them, but to see them in person, I bet there's just more than the emotions can take. There's so many of them. And
we have one of those cemeteries in the Dallas area. And
do you?
When you pull in the gate, it's peaceful, it's quiet. It's not near as big as that one is, but it's only been open 10 or 12 years, I think. My former stepdad's out there. He was in the Marine Corps.
Yeah. Did he lose his life in battle or
natural
causes?
Natural causes.
Yeah. Well, that's good. That's great. We've got to talk to many vets as possible. Yes, that's right. We need to talk to vets. As a matter of fact, I'm going to tell you, I don't want to act like I'm shining my own armor or whatever, but I go to Cracker Barrel a lot because that's where I buy my fancy root beers. And I see old people in there eating all the time. And not every time, but on occasion, I will ask the waiter for their tab and I'll pay their tab with the assumption that the man or the woman served in the military. Maybe neither one of them did. Maybe both of them did. Maybe only one of them did. Doesn't really matter. They're older folks and they may have $100,000 in the bank and I don't, but they're older folks and they deserve respect. And, I don't tell them I paid the bill. I just pay the bill when I pay mine and I leave. It lets them know that somebody somewhere appreciates them still.
Exactly.
There's a good channel here on YouTube, all those vets telling their war stories. Yep. Yeah, I listen to those too, Justin. I don't know if they're the same ones you listen to or not, but I love listening to those stories. Ronald, my dad served as a glider raider in 194th Glider Infantry, 117th Airborne Division. He crossed the Rhine during Operation Versailles. That's awesome. Is your dad still around, Ronald? That's awesome. A glider pilot. What's the chances of running across a glider pilot? Probably half those guys died either trying to land or during that invasion. Hey, Henry, how's it going? Glad you're here. So I've got another video I want to show you. This is, let me find it here. All right. This is it's an old black and white video of Marines loading the 5-inch guns. And it's unbelievable how fast they load. Now, they're not loading and firing this gun. This is a practice gun, but they're loading with real ammunition and real powder. So it's just amazing how fast they move, and it's just amazing. Let me show you this clip. Always interested. Oh, Kiara's interested in Vietnam. Her dad flew Hueys. That's awesome, Kiara. If he's still around,
great individual,
and he would like to come on, ask him if he wants to come on. It'd be awesome to talk to him. I flew in Hueys in Desert Storm, mostly in training. Flew in Hueys. I was 54 Bravo, which was nuclear, biological, and chemical decontamination. So we flew in Hueys with equipment searching for those things on the ground and then dealing with them when we found them. And I don't like Hueys. I don't like Hueys. I've even repelled out of them. Don't like them. Don't like them at all. Feels like it does not want to fly. Feels like it wants to fall down, and somebody somehow is forcing it not to. I do not like that thing, but I've been in it many, many times. He passed in August of 1990. He wasn't a glider pilot, but a scout for their outfit. Okay, yeah, just as dangerous. Maybe not the crashing part, but still just as dangerous. He fixed radios on the front line. Ask him, Justin. Anybody that knows anybody that served in any war, even the Civil War, if you know one of those, I really want to know about that guy. But anybody that knows anybody that served in the military, any branch, did anything, don't care if he's a cook, don't care. I don't care. Ask him if he wants to come on. We will be more than happy to bring him on here. So let me show you this video of these guys loading this 5-inch gun. It's just so fast. When I first saw it, I couldn't believe it. Check this out. Hey, that's Tom.
Hi.
Tom. Okay, there we go. All right, I'm going to back this up. I'm going to back it up, start over. Here we go. Okay, this is original speed, 6 rounds in 22 seconds. Of course, it's silent. Don't know when it was filmed. I would say World War II, looking at the uniforms, but I don't know for sure. Now I'm going to slow this down here in just a second, and we're going to see how fast these guys, we're going to see everything that's going on. Okay, this is 20% of the original speed. Okay, we got the guy bending down right behind the breech there. He's going to shove a round in there. Right behind him, a guy with a rod pushes that round further down the barrel. Then behind that comes a powder charge. The next round is being handed to the loader. The breech is closed. The gun is fired. And it starts all over again. This is 10% speed. A little bit slower. All right, the guy bending over right behind the breech has a round in his hand. He's going to shove the round into the breech once it's opened. There it goes. Guy right behind him has a ramrod that he's going to shove it further into the barrel so that the powder charge will fit, which is coming right behind it. New round is being handed to the loader. Powder charge is going in. Breech is being closed. And now it can be fired. Unbelievable how fast that is. So these that first clip was full speed. They loaded 6 rounds in 22 seconds. That would give you a firing rate of what, about 15 rounds a minute, I guess. Which 15 rounds a minute. 15. I can't do the math in my head. 15, 18 rounds a minute, something like that. Now, that's really fast, in my opinion. That's really fast. That would definitely slow down the more you did it, because you're just going to lose strength. I mean, you'd load 10 of those rounds that probably weigh 50 pounds or more. It's probably no big deal. You load 30 of them, you're probably wore out. And I'm sure they probably rotate in new muscle. Let's see here. What else we got going on? My daddy passed 20 years ago. Oh man, at 59 of cancer. I'm sorry to hear that. That's impressive. The guy on the left had a round and the far right had, yeah. It's unbelievably fast to me. Now maybe they had somebody over their shoulder yelling at them, telling them to speed up because they're too slow. I don't know. But to me, well, I know I couldn't do that now. Maybe when I was 20, I could have done that. But it's very impressive to me. Very impressive. Yeah. His arm is not even out of that breech before that ramrod is going in. I can see it being a very easy way to get hurt. All right. Well, let's we're down to 10 people. That's a shame because I'm about to do the contest. Read the ticker across the bottom, and that will tell you how to enter the contest. And while we're doing that, I'm going to tell you what I'm giving away tonight. One of several different, 7 different things. One of 7 different things. Let me find the correct. Ooh, I hear my dogs in there getting in trouble. All right, y'all start. Is that? Yeah, hashtag dry dock. Start entering hashtag dry dock into the chat if you want to enter the contest. I'm going to show you here now what I am giving away tonight. It's one of 7 different prizes, and that will be decided by a spinner wheel. First, we will decide through a random selection who wins, and then a spinner wheel will decide what you win. So the first item is a Battleship Texas hat, and I believe this is from either the early 80s or late 70s. Now, it does have an issue right there. The build seems to be broken, but it's perfectly lined also, or aligned. It's perfectly aligned with the front of the hat. So maybe it was made that way. I don't know. But anyway, that's one. Another is a piece of deck wood from the Battleship Texas. Now, if you happen to win this, I do not have this here sitting around waiting to send somebody. What I will do is I will order it, I'll pay for it, and I will have it shipped to your house. And this is kind of a fuzzy picture, but that's what that looks like. And it's directly from the Battleship Texas Foundation. Let me back up here a little bit because this slideshow started in the middle. So here we go backwards. Okay, this is a Battleship Texas old new stock hat pin. This is about 2.5 inches. No, not 2.5. It's about 2 inches long, about a 1/2 inch tall. This was sold at San Jacinto when the ship was still open I think they had it from the mid 60s all the way up until when the ship was closed. So this is brand new in the bag still. I had about 10 of them. I've given all of them away except for this one. Hey, we got Kylie with us. Hey, Kylie.
Hello.
Oh, I can hear you real good this time.
Good afternoon, Kylie.
Hey, what's going on?
Have you been doing okay?
Yeah, just working a lot.
Yeah.
So,
okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. Beyond that, we've got a smash penny that was done obviously at San Jacinto because that machine is still in existence, but it has not been used since the Battleship Texas closed down, unless, some of the workers or whatever up there have been using it. Okay, we got that. We've got a 3D printed Battleship Texas. That is about 7 inches long. We have got a ajeepadrone old man. And that's a glass. I would say 4
That's a small
ounces.
or the medium size.
Say that again, Tom.
Is that the mini shot or is that the shot glass?
No, this the shot glass size.
Okay.
This is the mini one, tiny little guy.
Yeah.
If you happen to win one of those, don't wash it in the dishwasher. Just hand wash it. All right. So we have got people. Let me get back over here so I can get Kylie in here. So I've already talked about the work week at the Kavala and the Stewart.
Yes.
Do you want to go through that slideshow yourself and talk about it some, or?
I mean, if you've already talked about it, then it should be good. We still don't know what the projects are that we're going to be working on just yet. They haven't sent us an email about that. But they did send like a 5th email confirming those dates as the actual dates. So, yes.
Yeah, I still hadn't heard back on the age requirement either.
I think when I called over there, I talked to some folks, 14, 15. to actually like start like doing stuff on the ship. I think if they're like 12 or 13, they could probably hold the brooms and stuff and help out with sweeping, but they wouldn't be able to do like any of the big projects or anything.
Okay.
Well, he's what, 12, I think, isn't he?
Yeah, AJ's 12.
Okay.
He'll be
I'll call.
13.
Yeah, they said they could still come down and stuff though. And I'll call over there tomorrow and reconfirm all of that. So I found actually calling them, if you send them an email, you'll never get a response.
No.
I've sent multiple emails and it's just crickets. So calling is the best way.
So
All
I
right.
started a 5-minute timer. You got till that timer ends to enter hashtag dry dock just as many times as you want. Gears and Guns Henry. Yeah. Got to add the hashtag, sir. Yeah. Henry, got to add the hashtag, man. The system won't pick it up without the hashtag.
Okay, Kylie, I got a question.
I might have an answer.
All
She
right.
probably does. If not, she can find one.
I know she's smarter than both of us together. So
Man, times 3.
We're going to be down at Galveston on the 12th. Are you joining us?
On the 12th?
Yeah, here's the deal, Kylie.
Let's see.
We've been talking about this in text a little bit, so you may have seen it. But the 12th is the 110th anniversary of the Texas's commissioning as a Navy vessel.
Oh,
so we're thinking that's the day they're going to put her back in the water. Could be completely wrong, but it sure seems logical.
Well, let me see what I can do.
I know Tom and I will be there pretty much all day long. I'm going to get there 9 or 10, and I will be there the rest of the day. Garnet, if he does not have to work, I know he'll be there. But Tom and I will be there for sure.
Okay.
And hopefully some folks that are watching us will be there. And I've warned everybody I could be, or we, because Garnet, Tom, and I came up with this idea. But we could be completely wrong, but it just makes a whole ton of sense that they would do it on an anniversary date like that.
Well, either way, you're going to have fun down there, so.
Yeah, that's true. Especially if Garnet,
And we don't have to work that day.
Yay! They finally did something on a day I don't have to work. If they
y'all don't have to work.
Yeah, you got 2 jobs now, don't you?
I have 2 jobs, so yeah.
You're
I'm wearing my Doc B29 shirt today too, so.
Oh, that's the one you flew in, right?
Yep.
Yeah, awesome.
That was rather interesting, so.
I bet it was rather awesome. Oh, Tom, here's the question I had for you. We only got 1 minute and 48 seconds, but if the timer expires, which it will, just keep entering hashtag dry dock and you'll get a few more minutes because I want to ask Tom this question. Guns and gears. Ooh, 2 jobs.
Well, you know.
Further back, there was a lot of people saying, "Hey, Kylie. Hi, Kylie. What's up, Kylie?"
Oh, I'm sorry. Hi, everyone.
Tom, this right here, and you may and may not know this, but I know you do woodwork and have done woodwork, right?
Yes.
You for many years. Okay. So the Battleship Texas Foundation posted this picture, and you may have seen it. It's a picture of the pine from, well, let me just put it up here. Okay, that bottom piece. Bruce is no longer with the Battleship Texas Foundation. How'd you find this out? I'll have to go and look and see if they've updated that online, because I follow who are the board members. Yeah, maybe once a month or so. I go and just check.
Hey, there's a place open for one of us.
Yeah. Uh-oh, Kylie, I don't think I heard you when you were talking. Yeah, no, I don't hear you.
I can see her mouth move.
Did your timer restart?
Oh, there you are. Dang thing did. Look at that. It gave y'all more
Yep.
time. Well, that's okay. I'm just going to stop it.
You know, I didn't see Kiera hashtag anything this time, considering she won last time.
Yeah, she won last time.
Can there be multiple? You win multiple times?
She actually, yeah, Kiera, if you're still there, enter hashtag dry dock. Henry from the lady at the church this Sunday. Oh. Interesting.
Maybe we need to go down Sunday and talk to the lady at the church.
Yeah, so is the lady at the church, like, does she know Bruce? Obviously, she must know Bruce in some fashion. Gears and Guns has got a lot of hashtag dry docks in there. Mm-hmm. Kiera, whip them out. Whip them out, Kiera. Knock them out. Knock them out. This counter's still going. Except I'm going to kill it. And then we're going to go do this thing.
No, Kiera, you can enter again.
You didn't think it was fair to enter this week. Are you kidding? If this was $1 million lottery, I bet you'd think it was fair.
If you win 5 times in a row, I'll deliver it myself.
Yeah, we'll fly out there and bring it ourselves. Okay, let's go ahead and do the drawing.
Stop! We can't take it anymore.
Right. Here we go. I'm going to bring this up. And yep, there's Kiera from last time. This time, this selector is going to be looking for hashtag dry dock. Let's see, Henry. I'll get her name. Yeah, get her name, Henry. If you think she would be interesting to bring on here, or if you can get some of the story and you yourself want to come on here, or if you just want to let us know, we can do anything like that. Whatever. Just let's do something. All right, here we go. Here we go for the spin. See who's got what. Well, we'll see who wins. Then we'll see what the winner gets. Slow it down. Gears and Guns, Justin. And that's my stepson. He don't do nothing. No, I'm joking. All right, let's go on. Let's roll on. And go to the selector wheel. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And spin this rascal and see what you won. Come on, come on. What is it? Channel mode. That's the big one. All right. I can mail it to you. Yeah, I'll mail it to you. Send me your shipping address. Send me your address in email, and I will mail that thing to you. Next week, we're going to have the same things as the things for the Battleship Texas get one. Then I will replace those with other items from the Battleship Texas. I've been buying those type of items off of eBay for about 2 years now. So it's time to pass those on to somebody. So some of it I've got is pretty good stuff. So you definitely want to keep coming around and entering this thing.
I've got a hat pin that you gave me. AJ's also.
Okay, Guns and Gears wants to donate his item to Chris Anderson. Yeah, you can. Chris, are you still here? Let me know you're still here. because I'll need your address.
Aw.
If Chris is not still here, then should we still give it to him next week when he is here, or should we tell him tough luck? What do y'all think?
I will tell him next week.
Yeah.
I need to get information who to phone. What are you talking about, Henry? You can email me. My email address is in the description of every single one of my videos, if that's what you're talking about. Oh, Chris is still here. Chris, send me your mailing address in email so I can ship this glass to you. I've got to go by the post office tomorrow. If you can send it tonight, it'd be great. I'm glad Kylie's here tonight. I've been missing her.
Yeah, we miss her.
Sorry, guys.
So Kylie, on
Yes.
the foundation's Facebook, did you see their plans for getting the Texas back in the water? I've got those here if you did not see them. There was about 7 drawings.
Oh, no, I haven't seen drawings.
Let me
No.
pull those back up here then. Let me scroll through this and find them. Work week, splash day, here we go. Okay, let me get back to the beginning of this. Okay, this is who developed it, all this information.
Okay.
Read. Okay, go on. Okay, so they're going to, and I think you might have been in the conversation where Garnet and I talked about this, where they're going
Yes.
to, yeah, okay, so that is what they're going to do. They're going to pull it out into the channel. They will float the ship, take the ship away, put the ship at that pier. And actually, I've been told by somebody on the foundation that this particular diagram is wrong, that it will be on the other side of that pier. That's
Okay.
neither here nor there, really. Bring the dry dock back up, put it right back where it came from. While it's here, they're going to be doing a lot of upper deck repairs, putting 5-inch guns back on, things like that. They've put 2, as I know of, they put 2 of those back on already, but they'll be putting the rest on in that location. They'll be doing, I think, August, I think, is when they're planning on pulling it out of that location and moving it over to, look at the little tugboats. Aren't they cute? But they'll be moving it over to this Dock A for the rest of repairs, because Dock A is very much cheaper. And from the looks of it, it's outside the gate of Gulf Copper. So that would make tours, like Tom mentioned earlier, he thinks they're going to reopen for tours, limited tours, when they get over to Dock A, which seems reasonable. There's not nearly as much dangerous things that people have to get around to get to it there. So that all seems reasonable to me. What you think, Miss Kylie?
Yeah. Hopefully. Fingers crossed.
Yeah. That's supposed to come out of the first pier in August. So maybe October, maybe they'll open up for limited tours, hopefully.
My thinking now, since I've seen that a couple times tonight, I think it would be better if they take the dry dock out like you showed, push it over, drop it, then you just push the ship straight up to that pier instead of having to turn it and move it and everything else. Just move the dry dock because you're already moving it anyway.
That does make sense, but maybe they don't want to move the dry dock around that much out of fear of, jostling some keel blocks around or something. I don't think it would with that much weight on it, but that's probably the concerns of engineers, I would think. Yeah, you can text me your address. Glad to see everyone enjoying this channel. Yep, me too. I'm glad that everybody's coming by, at least for a while. We get up to about 20 people and they fade out. But, the live streams I watch, I don't watch the whole thing either. Just don't have that much time. Man, don't tell people you're related to me. I know I already did with Justin, but now they think it's rigged. I'll have to do it a second time, man. Pier 20. Henry, I've heard Pier 20 before. I'm already over my hour, but I've heard Pier 20 before. But prior to hearing that for the first time, I've heard Pier 21 from every source, including the foundation. So do you think it's Pier 20, Henry, not Pier 21? Because Pier 20 currently is a pier that the cruise ships go out of. And it's got a huge building there. Unless I'm mistaken, I think that's Pier 21.
See, that's what we were thinking early on. It would make more sense because you've got an existing building there for the museum.
Yeah, but even the foundation themselves said Pier 21.
Yeah.
But that's Tillman Fertitta's yacht anchorage or port or whatever you want to call it. And I don't know, Pier, but either one would be great. But I've always heard 21. Can you get me some kind of, let me start over. Is that just something you've heard, Henry, or do you have some kind of information that you know for sure that that's it? Because I've been saying Pier 21 for years, even when Beaumont and Baytown were still in the running. And I was just always absolutely sure it was going to be Pier 21. And then maybe a year or less ago, the foundation acknowledged that it was going to be Pier 21. So if they're telling us incorrect information, maybe that's why Bruce is not there anymore.
Well, if Henry's getting his information at church, you know it's coming from a reliable source.
Yeah. I can tell Kylie's researching right now.
I am.
She has a certain look when she's researching.
That Pier Alpha, we should be able to fly over to that. We should be able to get onto the Gulf Copper side and fly over to the ship on that. I know a spot. I've flown from that location several times.
Yeah, so. You showed me where you flew from, and that would save some battery time. That would give us an extra 2 to 4 minutes, maybe.
Yes.
Henry, yes, he can get us some information. I take that as he can get us some information that it's going to Pier 20. And I do know that there is work going on at Pier 20. And it has been going on for some time, reinforcing that pier. But I also heard it was being reinforced for cruise ships. But we could be getting misled because that would not be new, would it, Tom?
No.
Let's see. I have to work. Man, I got to work this Wednesday, which is usually one of my days off. But there's a guy on vacation, so I got to work 3 days. I mean, 4 days this week instead of 3. So, well, we're going down there next Tuesday anyway. I'll just wait and see what happens then. How far are y'all going? Yeah, it's about 2,300 feet from where we're flying to where the ship is right now. I usually fly out to get to the other side of the ship. You're talking about 3,000, 3,300 feet, something like that. Still well within range. Chris, if you're still here, I got nothing from you yet, man. Hey, check this out. I got this off eBay just the other day for almost next to nothing, but it's a ticket stub to go see. I mean, it's a used ticket stub for the Battleship Texas in 1979. At some point, I'll give that away too. Wow, I expect everybody to go, ooh, wow, because that's what I did when I saw it on there.
Also, I'm going to see if I can get some information on that Coast Guard cutter that we saw, Keith, the Morse.
Yeah.
So I'll see if I can get an update on that ship and its status as well.
I think I just got it, Chris. Yeah, it's cool to see. Yeah, I got it, Chris. It's cool to see it moving, isn't it? Of course, it still moves under its own power.
Right.
And I saw also an ad for it where it was up for sale for like $250,000 or something like that.
Well, it was my understanding that the museum that's going to be opening here in Houston at Ellington, that Vietnam museum, that it was belonging to them, but I don't know where they would put that thing.
Yeah, or how they would get it there.
Right. I mean, well, the museum's landlocked. It's at Ellington, so
Right.
I don't know what their plans were. Like maybe the regular museum be at Ellington, and they'd have an annex somewhere where the Morris and maybe something else would be at.
Could be something like that. It could be something they sold tickets to take a ride on,
How
which
far
would
does
be
that
awesome.
channel that direction, Kylie?
Say again?
How far does that channel go up that way?
Oh, it doesn't go nowhere near Ellington Field.
No. You know what? I think I'll call over to that. I'll see if I can find some information and call over to that museum and see if I can get a hold of someone and get some information. And I'll call over to the marina and see if it's still there, because I did some searching the other day and I couldn't find any information on it since we saw it in August of last year. So I don't know what its disposition is, if it's still there, if it's been moved somewhere else. I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't either. But if they sold rides on it, I'd be all over that.
Oh, yeah.
Me too.
Yeah.
Let's see what's going on in chat. Let's see. Yeah, did that. The audio quits during my videos. Dadgummit, I've had problems with that before. Can you guys still hear me during the videos?
I can.
I can.
What about anybody else who's still here? When the videos are playing, can y'all hear me talking? Or Kylie or Tom? Should be able to hear all three of us. Yeah, Justin, it takes some time to become a good pilot. Well, whatever you want to call good pilot. I mean, there's a guy on YouTube, probably the grandfather of YouTube videos with drones, Ken Herring, and that guy still crashes drones every now and then. So I don't know if you can call anybody a good pilot, but it takes some time to get over the nervousness of having so much money floating around in the air, especially when you're over water. I'm still not over that fear when I'm over water. I don't know if Kylie is or not. Garnet obviously is, because he just takes off like it's not even there.
He's independently wealthy, though.
That he is, yeah. Yeah, he is that. So Henry can get us some authentication, I guess you could say, that it's going to Pier 20. If you can get that, Henry, email it to me, man. Or if you want to come on the live stream and present it, or if you want to bring somebody, somebody else wants to come on, or if y'all want to come on together, I mean, you set it up how you want to set it up. I'm with you. Yeah, I've crashed 2 times with cheaper drones. I've never crashed with one of my more expensive drones. The better the drone, the less likely you are to have an issue. Unless, and there's videos of this, unless you push it too far and you can't get back, because at a certain point, it's going to land no matter what you do. And if you're over water when that happens, well, you just lost yourself $1,000 drone.
Yes, we are, Colin.
Yeah.
We're going to be there Tuesday morning.
Yeah, we're going to be there Tuesday morning, Colin. We believe that they still have not released the date, and they probably won't release the date until a day or two before. But we believe it's going to be the 12th, because the 12th is the 110th anniversary of the Texas being commissioned as a naval vessel. And it just makes perfect sense that would be the day. So we're going to be on Pier 21. Tom and I will be for sure. Kylie might be Kylie holds 2 jobs, so she might not be able to make it. Garnet will be there, I'm sure, if he's not working. His work is really spotty because he does spy work, so you never can tell when they're going to need you to go undercover. So probably shouldn't have said that on here. He'll probably have to kill me now.
Well, I'm gonna hop off. I'm gonna go get something to eat. I haven't eaten since this morning.
Well, thanks for coming by, Kylie. I'm glad.
Thank y'all. Come again.
I'm glad to see you around again.
So next week, we'll have, I don't know if my camera will pick that. I don't know why it's blurring it out.
Yeah, mine I don't understand. Mine does the same thing.
We will have war letters next week. I'll probably do 2 next week. So
awesome.
And then I should have some more information on the Morris. And if I can get anything about the work week, I will pass that along as well.
Okay. Awesome, Kylie.
Yeah.
Good seeing you again.
Yeah, it was great seeing you guys. So I'll be on. Even though what?
I said, keep in touch this week. We'll see if we can work something out. We can all get together down there.
Oh, that sounds good. Yeah, I'll see what I can do to be down there on Tuesday. Maybe I can just come in late for my regular job, but we'll see. I'll see what I can work out.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
It'd be awesome if you could make it.
Yes, most definitely.
All righty.
Right. Bye.
You have a good one, Keith.
You're still here.
I know.
She's gone now.
Now she's gone.
All right, everybody in the chat, I appreciate y'all coming by tonight. What's this? We got what is the distance? How far will a drone go before it keeps going and lands? Luckily, mine just stops. The remote will still fly it. Yeah, drones, and I don't know about yours, but most of the all the DJI drones, you can set a distance in your controller as to how far you want it to go, or you can set that to unlimited. If you set it to unlimited, it will fly out to where the remote loses connection. And depending on what kind of drone it is, that's different distances. But when it loses connection, it will stay there and hover for about 30 seconds. If it doesn't regain connection, then it's going to go back where it came from and land. Now, once it starts heading back, you can make a reconnection with the remote and then just start flying again, just like normal. But some of the drones, especially, well, not some, all the DJI drones, if you fly them high enough and you are high enough to avoid any kind of obstacles on the ground, like trees or buildings or anything like that, you can fly most of them about 2 miles. Garnet's got one that I think will go about 4 miles. Henry, thanks for coming by, buddy. Let me know what you find out on that, dude.
Hey, Colin, we'll be there no later than 10 a.m. on Tuesday morning.
Yeah, Pier 21.
Yeah, come join us.
Yeah, come join us. If nothing happens, well, then we'll just have a day in Galveston.
Exactly.
All right, guys. I appreciate everybody coming by. Look for us again. Same bat channel, same bat time, same everything next week. Got to be something better than bat. Same battleship times. Same time, same channel next week. Will be interesting to see Texas in the water again. It definitely will, especially floating 100% on her own, because I don't think she's done that for years. She at San Jacinto, she was always settled into a certain amount of silt. All right, everybody. Thanks for coming by. Look forward to seeing y'all again next week. Tom, thanks for always being there, buddy.
All right.
And I will see you Tuesday. Oh, we'll do this one more time before Tuesday.
Monday night, and we'll pack up and head south for me.
Yep. So I'll see you Monday and then again Tuesday.
All righty. Y'all have a good week, everybody.
All right. You too, Tom. See you guys later. Too late, David, man. Catch us next week, dude.
And that's all I have to say about that.